What was that? What? What's that sound? Where? It's aliens and they're living in your town. Damn. They have arrived. What? They're all around. So many aliens living in your town.
Hello, weirdos. How's everybody doing out there in Weirdo Land? It is the Weird Whenever podcast. How are you, my friends?
Chill when?
Good.
We are live from my living room. Listen to this crowd, this live studio audience.
Yeah.
So good, so nice. Now, Vicky, we're going to start off the podcast right away. Someone's calling us out.
Okay.
There's an email. It's a bit scathing. Are you okay with this?
I am fine. You know how I react to these.
All right. So, is somebody chewing gum?
It sounds like Beckett.
Sorry.
Beckett.
No, it's me.
It's Vicky? Oh,
Blame
my
Beckett.
God. I thought it was Beckett. Vicky, your name is on the board right now.
Well, I have a cough.
Oh, it's okay. You can chew into the mic.
Yes.
It's only 40% distracted.
Better than my cough.
So here's the email. It says, here's the title, So Sick of Jason and Vicky. I'm so sick of Jason and Vicky just talking about his house. Why don't you two wannabe ghost hunters actually get off your ass and do some investigating? I figured out why you haven't done anything, because there's nothing there yet. I'm sorry, there's nothing there, they say. They go on to go and say, you guys are making all this shit up for your podcast. I listen accidentally from time to time because my girlfriend keeps it on. Seriously, you guys need to put up or shut up. I'm off to go listen to a real ghost podcast now.
Accidentally?
Not this second-rate bullshit. Anonymous. Okay, well, Vicky, they're calling us out for not doing anything, but tonight we are actually doing something. If you hear the little things, that little noise going on, yes, we're literally investigating my place as we speak live, correct?
Correct.
So what's going on with my place? You have a lot of opinions and a lot of theories about what's going on here.
Yeah, a lot of theories. I know that for some people, some of these are going to seem pretty out there because a lot of people, even if you grasp the concept of human spirits and even if you acknowledge demonic spirits, there are other things that are involved in the paranormal. And one of the things that I'm tossing around about what's going on here is actually one of those things that falls into that area.
Just so people know to catch them up on, there's been several incidences here at my place where things are flying off the wall. There's a sign that I have in my bathroom that says kindness matters. And I saw it with my own eyes fly off my wall. A wine bottle shattered the other night. In fact, it cut my finger pretty bad. Just things like that have been going on. Things ripping me out of my sleep. All that kind of stuff. Hearing whispers from my closet. And it's really been affecting my sleep. So that's kind of where we're at right now.
Right. And anything that affects your sleep, that puts it a high priority when it comes to the paranormal. So one of the theories, let's start with the easy one that most people will acknowledge. One of the things that we could have going on here is we could have poltergeist activity. Now, poltergeist activity has to have a human agent. Now, typically, that tends to be like a teenage girl, more than likely, but it can also be males. But you can also create poltergeist activity if you are in a high stress level. If there's a lot of things going on and you're extremely stressed and upset about things, anybody, especially someone with ability, which I think that you have, can create this poltergeist activity. Because you have things flying off, things like that, that definitely falls into the category of that possibly being one scenario of what's going on here.
Okay, for layman's terms, poltergeist, what does that mean?
Poltergeists basically have to have a human agent. So they have to have someone who is in a heightened sense of, typically it's usually your more negative things like stress or anger or depression or something like that. And then a spirit basically kind of uses that energy to manipulate their environment. Usually poltergeist, you're talking about things when you have objects moving. Now, not large objects. If you have something like you talked about the wine bottle on top of your refrigerator. If your refrigerator had moved, then we're going into more something that a demonic could do. But the wine bottle is something that poltergeist activity could cause.
So basically, demons are ghosts on steroids.
Kind of. They're feeding off of the energy that's being produced in here.
You and your friend Bobby Joe. So Bobby Joe is here helping.
here.
She's kind of leading the investigation right now.
Right, because I'm here.
And
My daughter Lindsley is helping her out tonight.
she feels the same way you do. You guys feel like there's something evil here.
Well, I feel that there's something that's not a human spirit that's here.
And you don't think I'm making this up. You're getting the feelings. All these Johnny-come-latelys on Twitter, Beckett, on Facebook, some of them on MySpace. They come at me saying I'm lying, try to get ratings up for the radio. And I totally see their point. I get why one would say that, Denny's. I understand that. But with that said, this is really going on here.
Correct.
And-
Trust me, I would not lug my full investigation suitcase with the cameras if I didn't think there was really something going on here.
Yeah, there's some really weird shit going on here, Beckett. I can't sleep at all. And I know I'm a person that has suffered from insomnia. I have. This is a different kind of insomnia. These son of a bitches won't let me sleep. Whatever's going on, whatever's pulling me out of my sleep, they will not let me sleep peacefully for long. And I am so tired. Obviously, I am tired. If you followed with the great 48, the hurricane challenge we did, I didn't sleep at all during that, and I did not sleep that much this weekend. So, what the shit's going on, Vicky?
And anytime you have sleep deprivation, that's one of the things that you look at in a demonic haunt. Now, I'm not saying that it's a demonic haunt, but that is one of the things that we look at, because in a demonic haunt, you want the person that is your target, you want them to be as weak as possible. Well, what makes you weaker than anything? Not sleeping. So once you become sleep deprived, then you can be under oppression and then eventually possession.
You're talking about creepy stuff before the podcast started about mirrors. Why are mirrors? You told your daughter not to look in a certain mirror in my bathroom, which I thought that was kind of weird.
You're like, why?
Oh, I shave in that mirror. I put my Walmart hair cream in that mirror.
Right.
I floss in that mirror, Vicky.
Many people believe that mirrors are actually a passageway to the other side, and mirrors can often be used. Well, look at the legend of Bloody Mary. What do? You look in a mirror in order to conjure up Bloody Mary. So they actually, and back in the day when someone passed away, they used to cover the mirrors because they didn't want the spirits to be confused and to be able to come back through the mirror after the person had died.
You always hear that, look in the mirror and say Bloody Mary 3 times. Is that what it is? You go into a bathroom and you look in the mirror, Beckett, and I think I kind of want to have you do this. Would you go in my bathroom, look in the mirror, and go, Bloody Mary?
I don't think I did it when I was a kid, when the people were messing around with it. I think I was scared to do it for the 3rd time. Like, I didn't really believe in it, but kind of like I said, I really didn't want to poke the bear.
What is the exact, does anybody know what the exact thing you're supposed to say in the mirror?
You just say Bloody Mary 3 times.
In the mirror.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Denny, you want to go do it?
I've never done it.
Go do it real quick.
No, I mean, why?
Listen, let's get rid of what you have here first before we bring something else.
Because I'm a radio man and I'm a ghost man, so I'm caught between. I want the naysayers. I want them to know we're doing everything in our power to get a little bit of activity here. They're calling us out, Vicky. They're saying we're not doing shit. Let's get some Bloody Mary up in this bitch.
I love a Bloody Mary.
You like them.
I got whiskey here, Beckett.
That's not a Bloody Mary.
I know, but I mean, I
Close.
got whiskey Harry.
So one of the theories is that it's possibly poltergeist activity centered around you. The other theory is a little more out there, but
What's this crazy theory that you have that is out there?
this other theory involves taking, if anybody's ever heard of a tulpa, which is basically a physical manifestation of something that you've imagined in your mind. But it's taking tulpa to a different level. If, let's just say, for sake of argument, you made somebody mad enough for them to inadvertently create a tulpa, and a tulpa has to have a host. Now, if the person inadvertently created it, it may break off from the host because the host is not manipulating it. Once a tulpa has gone from its host, you basically have a free-form entity that can do whatever it wants. But its primary purpose would be to torture the heck out of the person that was the target.
Are you talking like this almost like a ghost voodoo doll?
Kinda. It's kind of like creating an entity that's going to drive a person crazy.
So are we talking about maybe an ex or someone that they
Right.
felt that they were done wrong, or
Right.
maybe Virginia said some crazy shit on the air and they're taking it out on innocent bird?
Right. And they could have inadvertently created it. Now, they could have done it on purpose because you can actually go, and now a bunch of people are going to grab their phones. You can actually go on YouTube and you can find a video on how to create your own tulpa.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, but I'm not talking about tulpa in a traditional sense. I'm talking about somebody has put enough energy into you that they have created their own entity whose sole purpose is to bother you.
But is it a ghost at that point, or now are we just?
It's not a human spirit, which
But
is what
it
I've
a
said
spirit,
all
though.
along.
But it's some type of entity.
It's energy. It's an entity.
Does it have thought? Does it have feelings? Does it get horny?
It has a purpose. It has a purpose.
It
for
has
sure.
a purpose.
It has a purpose.
Okay, interesting. It kind of blows. It's almost like algebra. I sort of understand it, but then the middle part with the letters.
But see, that's it. Like I said, a lot of people can go ahead and wrap their minds around a human spirit. They can wrap their minds around angels and demons. This other stuff in the paranormal is a lot harder for people to acknowledge that it exists, but I can tell you that it does. And most important thing is that people need to realize, and especially people who have called in a team to investigate. Notice tonight, we are not doing a cleansing. We're doing the background work that we need to, because there's not a one-size-fits-all cleansing.
That was my next question.
Yeah, you have to figure out what you are dealing with in order to have the right type of cleansing to make it successful.
Denny's, you're awfully quiet over there in the corner with your Kramer haircut. What's your opinion about all this?
Yeah, I'm kind of soaking it in. I've never heard of the tulpas. I like the concept. You're kind of attracting dark, negative energy, creating like a collection of it, kind of looming over you.
And some people don't. I mean, a lot of people do create tulpas, and the purpose of them is basically companionship. A lot of lonely people will create tulpas. But it could be that someone inadvertently
Left one.
like focusing on him and how much they despised him or how much they resented him and created this thing, and then it left its host.
We do want to take the time out right now, and I would love everyone here in the room collectively to show some love to our Weird and Whatever chat room. What up, chat room? Yeah.
What's up, chat room?
Yeah.
It goes down in the chat room.
It does go down in the chat room. Keep the questions coming. Keep the opinions flowing. I know that we have offered up some free psychic readings from Vicky in our chat room. We did hit up a person. They never answered
Right,
back.
I haven't gotten an email yet.
So we have not forgot about that. We're going to have our question of the day. Please, when this YouTube video is done, after it populates, in the comment section, give us your opinion on our question of the day. I'm not sure what that is yet. I'm going to kind of feel out the room. We'll see what it is by the end of the show, Beckett. But yeah, when the YouTube chat populates, please give us your opinions in the comment section below. There's nothing more depressing than looking at a video and having no comments. I think with that said, I think it's time for
Denny's Random Facts.
Nice. So how's it going, guys?
Oh man, it's going real sweet. We got pizza on the way.
Yeah, that's true. I heard about that.
Is there
Very
pizza on the
exciting.
way?
There
Pizza's
is.
on the way, Beckett.
Ooh.
We got cheese and we got barbecue cheese.
Well, it's funny you guys.
Is it your favorite delivery place?
No,
No.
no, it's not. It's a solid. I mean, whatever.
It's like a group pizza. It's
Yeah.
an
It's
easy place to get a big.
It's out of convenience.
It's kind of
Yes,
like
yes.
it's basically let's throw a Super Bowl party. Let's get one of the big three: Pizza Hut, Domino's, or Papa
okay.
John's. It's Domino's.
Okay.
Well, keep it in the cheese vein. To find out how sound waves impacted flavor, researchers played nonstop loops of Led Zeppelin, A Tribe Called Quest, and Mozart to wheels of cheese. And they noted that cheese wheels that were exposed to hip-hop music had the most bold flavor. Is that a weird study?
Wow, that's amazing.
Music actually influenced the taste of cheese.
That one, I got to give an A to that one. That's like really
So
out there.
random.
Okay, if
Yeah.
you're playing at home, yes, Vicky, she's our educator. She gives Denny's a grade after each factoid, and you're giving him an A on that one.
Yeah, that one's odd.
You're doing
And
real,
it kind of segged from when we were talking about pizza.
you're doing real good, kid. You're doing real good.
What do you guys think about this one? Salt was so precious in ancient Rome that it made up a portion of a soldier's pay. which is where we get the word salary from. In fact, Latin for salt is sal, and then the suffix "eri" means to contribute to. So it was contributing to their pay through salt, thus making their salary.
Yeah, it's awesome. I knew that one, but I think that's
You knew that, Beckett? Get out of here.
But I think it's an awesome fact. It's really interesting.
Yeah, I got to give it another A.
Wow, Denny's. I mean,
Yeah.
you're in the zone.
That's cool. Beckett knew that one. Beckett has a lot of facts, too.
Well, that's why they say that guy was, he's worth his salt.
Yeah.
Are
Yeah,
you
just
confident? Are you confident for a fact off or no?
No.
Okay, all right. So next week,
He's got research.
your next week, your homework. There's going to be a fact off.
Okay.
Beckett, Denny's. Hide your grandmothers. Hide your dogs. It's happening.
I like it.
What if we did Beckett's random slacks? It's just like all the pairs of pants he's got.
A lot of salmon pants.
Yeah, you like those pastel
Salmon.
colors.
Gosh, that's such a
No, I don't wear that.
annoying. That's such a awesome color. It's
I can't wear it, but I love it.
No, I don't do.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't do salmon pants. I actually gave my buddies permission if I ever had a sweater over my shoulders, just to slap me in the face. I
salmon-
don't think there's a worse place to wear a garment.
salmon just reeks of success. It's annoying.
Yeah, it's just not a color that, poor people wear ever.
No.
It's a rich color.
We're camo short, man.
Yeah. I wear denim every day.
All right, Denny's, as you were.
I'll throw another super random one at you guys here. The Massachusetts Institute of Technology offers a pirate certification to students who complete archery, sailing, fencing, pistol or rifle shooting, and they have to ace it. The department holds pirate induction days, and it's a pretty esteemed award. What do you guys think?
There's some rich kid that didn't have to work after school who got accepted to MIT and just majored as a pirate. That's amazing.
You can get a major as a pirate.
Yeah, we're getting a little away from what we need to be doing. College is getting real weird.
Yeah, it really
Especially
is.
if you go to the West Coast and California area,
Yeah.
Oregon, it's getting real weird.
It's a
over there.
Pirates of the Caribbean, basically club major.
It's getting real weird, man.
I can't believe that's a degree.
That's amazing.
But if you want it, you can go there. Massachusetts Institute of Technology, they still offer it.
That's on the East Coast.
Yeah, it is.
Shit, man.
It's like the intellectual hub.
I guess let's see here. See if you guys agree with this.
Oh, hold on, Vicky, grade.
C.
Damn.
I don't like that one.
C for cold.
Pirates, they love the sea.
Okay.
See if you guys agree with this effect, I guess. It's called the illusory truth effect. It is the tendency to believe information to be correct after it's been repeated to you many times. The illusory effect has played a significant role in such fields as election campaigns, advertising, news, media, political propaganda throughout world history. So just by hearing it enough, even if it's incorrect, will eventually make you believe it.
Oh, yeah.
What do you guys think about that?
Yeah. B.
Damn Kramer. Damn
that
Kramer.
didn't spark any conversation.
No.
Nah.
right.
No, but I'm a little disappointed in the lack of stimulation of the conversation.
All right, let's go goofy again.
No, but I can see it. If you could tell, certain people, whatever news station they're watching, they're just vertically integrated with that, feedback loop. Fox News is totally, putting something out, CNBC or MSNBC is putting something out, and they're the people love it.
Well, even just to trick people on a low level, an example they used is an apple a day keeps the doctor away.
Right.
That is not an accurate statement, but it did increase sales in apples.
So the extra commentary with Beckett and Denny's kind of brought that down to a C minus, Vicky.
Oh, geez. Whatever. Be careful out there. And let's see. This is a goofy one for you guys. You guys like the goofy ones today?
We do. We need him, Denny's. We need him.
In Iceland, there is an elf whisperer who inspects construction sites before building to ensure that there are no elves hanging around. And they pay her to do this.
This is a real thing.
It's a real profession. I looked into it.
So the culture agrees that elves are real?
They do, in a sense where it could be bad luck upon building on, kind of like how we have the stigma.
It's the Littlefoot.
What's I know randomly.
Or is this just a way that everybody can make money somehow if you just think of a way?
What a great job.
We're all trying to make money. It's all about the mighty green dollar, Denny's. It's so sad. What are our thoughts on? Do we believe that at one point ever in the history of Earth magical elves existed. Let's start with Vicky.
Yeah, I think they're just called, if you look at all the cultures going back since the beginning of time, there's always been that creature, whether they called them elves, fairies, gnomes,
Nymphs.
imps, yeah, all those
So
things.
you think they do? You think at one point they did exist?
I think they still exist.
Interesting.
And I think that the reason that they now, some of the things that I have investigated where there is a lot of, let's say, trickery involved in the things that are going on paranormally in the house, and it's simply because these creatures, these nature creatures is what I refer to them as, they still exist and they've been ignored.
NC's politically correct term.
Right. The NCs have been ignored all these years, and they just start doing like a kid who's ignored. They start doing annoying things.
But are they because they seem peaceful and warm and loving? You know, when you say
They are.
gnomes and things that are flying around like a Tinkerbell.
But basically, if you acknowledge them and acknowledge their existence, they're going to be peaceful and they're going to live with you peacefully.
But can you piss off a gnome?
Oh, yes.
And all of a
it-
sudden you got one with an axe.
As a matter of fact, the reason why, if they truly believe in them, in that story that he said, that I'm giving an A to, by the way,
Thank you.
they need to, if you do not ask permission to build something on a land where a nature spirit has been, then you are going to tick them off and you're going to have problems.
But how does one run into a nature spirit? I mean, this sounds so totally
all
awesome.
around.
I would do anything to chill out with some magical gnome that wants to be all mischievous and I don't
You
know.
probably got to go out in nature and search for them.
I mean, I've
they
run
out
into
there?
them. Yeah, I've run into them on investigations. I had one in my former home that was mad because I did something to what was originally a family room. I turned it into a bedroom, and I didn't acknowledge that the nature spirit was there, and I ticked him off. And he used to bang around in my room and do things because I had never asked his permission. All they want is simply for you to say, "Can I build here?"
Beckett, you are living at a really nice, beautiful place off the water.
so
It's-
your place right now.
Yeah, right now. And you've got all of a sudden this angry gnome in your closet, and he just keeps on saying, "You are ignoring me." Are you freaked out, or is there a sense of peace?
Oh, I'm freaked out. No sense of peace at all.
I mean, you have a gnome like that, Vicky, that's very demanding, very, very threatening. What do you say to that?
You basically give them a peace offering.
Yeah, so you have to be diplomatic about it.
Yeah,
right?
you find out what's going to appease them and what's going to show them respect, and you do it.
And what if you got a gnome a little off center, doesn't want to take your deal? He's like, "Fuck you, Beckett." By the way, 18 and older.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a tough transition going live and back.
Yes.
Yeah, so basically, you probably didn't find the right thing. You
I'm-
didn't give them enough respect.
Denny's, I'm all into this gnome thing.
Yeah, and I bet gnomes can manifest in different ways, opposed to like I think you're thinking more of like a David the Gnome type gnome.
David the gnome.
That song is
Does
a jam.
anybody remember that show?
Oh yeah, you can watch every episode on YouTube.
If the crowd and the audience, if you heard of David the gnome, make some noise.
You remember the fox's name?
I don't.
Swift.
Is David the gnome the one cartoon? They had these gnomes living in this kid's wall.
No,
Okay, all right.
that's David the No on that one.
That might have been.
What was Fraggle Rock? Do you guys remember Fraggle Rock?
Gotta get away.
I used to watch that show a lot as a little kid.
I hated Fraggle Rock.
Were they gnomes?
They're a bunch of bullshit.
Well, so they were like trolls. They were little like critters that the trolls would like eat their houses. That was kind of a messed up like
The
living
dozers.
situation.
I hated
Yes.
Fraggle Rock because I was always allowed to stay up late as a kid, and then all of a sudden my mom and dad decided, no, we're going to discipline you. So for about 6 months, we went to bed at 6 p.m., and we had to go to bed right when Fraggle Rock started. But it was this weird rule that we never had to deal with. I was like age 9. I'm like, why the fuck am I going to bed now at 6 p.m.? All I want to do is watch some Fraggle Rock, Mom. No? Oh, man, that's a breakthrough.
You'll sleep better tonight.
Oh, man. Gosh, it felt good to get off my chest.
That's awesome.
You ever see the 1950 classic with Jimmy Stewart, Harvey? That movie?
Yeah, Denny's. We've all seen
So
that.
if anyone has seen it, it's a good movie. But if anyone has seen it, Harvey is like a 7 foot tall rabbit that's invisible that only he can see, and it's a mischievous like spirit or whatever, but it's a puka. Have you ever heard that term, Vicky?
No, I have not.
It's like, I believe, so I looked it up. It's a Celtic term, which is a spirit that latches onto a person that could either be good or bad fortune, depending on what type of, if it's a one that plays pranks, they're really pretty obnoxious, but they usually take the form of animals.
Okay.
Weird, right?
Did you segue into a new random fact with that?
No, that one was just, you kind of got me going with it.
That was a bonus.
Yeah.
I think that kind of spawned on a new hashtag. Hashtag calm down, Vicky. All right, Denny's, give us one more mediocre fact.
No, get out of here. You want to talk deep fakes?
No, give us one more. Give us one more.
I think that's my last one.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I do want to talk about UFO stuff. There's some great stuff with the UFO community going on right now. So back in 2017, 3 video. Oh, sounds like the pizza got here. Pizza.
Unlock that beer.
That's awesome.
Sorry for the interruption, y'all.
This is riveting.
The pizza just got here. So
Everybody, I can see the attention.
podcast just shut down.
This is so Jaybird.
But back in 2017, 3 videos were posted online that showed footage taken by Navy pilots that supposedly showed UFOs. Now, I've seen this the footage. It is unbelievable stuff. The Navy just addressed this whole situation, I think this week. They said the videos are real. They cannot identify the flying objects, and the video should have never been released to the public. So how awesome is that? I believe we have a clip of it. Now, we're going to try to play it now. We are?
Yeah.
We're going to try to play the clip right now if you're watching at home. And here's some of the audio of the pilots with one of those 3 videos. It's not supposed to be released.
Dude, this is a drone, bro. There's a whole fleet of them. Look on the ASA. My gosh. They're all going against the wind. The wind's 100. That's not our LNS though, is it? It's not. That is an LNS, dude. Well, if there's like another thing, it's rotating.
So
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
don't
cool
I
footage.
don't think we got the video up, but that's okay. That is the actual audio. Oh, here it is right now. It's going to be a little bit delayed, but yes, that is the audio, Vicky. They are saying it should not have been released. What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I mean, you know how I feel about the government and stuff like that. So, do I think we had that question last week? Do I think that there's intelligent life out there? Yes. Do I think that there's been things that have been misidentified as UFOs? Absolutely.
So you're not that excited about this?
No.
Denny's, have you seen this footage?
Yeah.
Are you excited about this?
It's very cool. I like it.
Both of you. I mean, what the shit? Calm down. My God. Military's coming out saying we've got weird footage. I mean, this shit. Look at all 3 videos. It's unbelievable. Beckett, you have the pizza right there in
I
front
know,
of
I'm
you.
so stoked.
Go ahead, dive into it. But also, with that said, what are your thoughts? You hear something like that, military people are saying, "Yeah, this is real. This is we have no idea what these objects are, and we're not lying about it."
And that was leaked somehow?
Yeah, they were not supposed to release these videos.
Oh, wow.
Well, so I believe him that it's unidentified. I just don't know why
Totally.
it's unidentified. Is it alien craft or is it another
I
country's
mean,
craft?
none of you son of a bitches are excited about this.
I think it's cool. But to Denny's point, it depends what it is, right?
And Becca's got pizza going.
Becky, you got to stay focused. You got to stay focused, man. You have to. This is kind of a creepy thing. An Australian scientist had proven that, or at least she's saying she had proven that human bodies move around significantly for more than a year after death.
Yeah.
And findings that could help implications for detectives around the world. And have you guys heard of this body farm? This body farm they have all these dead bodies out there, and detectives go out there and in different stages of decomposition, they study them. They try to learn from, different stages of the body.
Absolutely.
For,
Well,
for
that's
murders. It's a body farm.
Wow.
A farm full of all these dead bodies. How horrifying is that?
that'd be such a tough job to separate from.
I think somebody that goes into that job is so...
They're designed for it.
They are. They have the right temperament for the trade.
Yeah.
I just would not be able to not take that home.
Did you guys know that a corpse moves that much? They were saying that...
I didn't realize it moved that much. I imagine there was a couple months of moving though, because of gases and muscles restricting.
Right.
Well, they're saying that the arms were by the side of the corpse, and within a few months, the arms are above the head. It's pretty creepy.
Yeah.
So that spawns on the topic, of course, another round of What's Creepier? Denny's, give me some music.
What's creepier? Boom, boom, boom.
Very, very good.
I was on the spot.
All right, what is creepier? Zombies or mummies? Because with the whole body farm, kind of creepy. Denny's?
Zombies or mummies?
You
I
wait-
think zombies are way creepier. Mummies are actually kind of like hilarious.
Yeah.
You wake up and there's a mummy in your bed.
Yeah, I mean, I'd be bummed out.
Or
but
a zombie in your
zombie
bed.
would scare me. And it depends what kind of zombie. There's like 9 different subsects.
But zombies haven't been proven to be real. Mummies have been.
Yeah, but mummies don't move. Unless it's like a... I mean, they really don't. They don't go anywhere.
Clearly, you are not a Brandon Fraser fan. All right, Beckett.
That type of mummy would be absolutely horrifying. But like the Abbott Costello mummy is not scary.
I'd definitely rather hang with a mummy.
Yeah, I'd hang out with a mummy.
Okay, all right, Vicky.
Yeah, I mean, creepier, neither one of them really creep me out. But a zombie would tick me off because they'd have things like oozing and dropping on my floor and stuff.
And
Okay.
mummies don't want to eat you, right? Just zombies.
Yeah, mummies are just chilling with their
Yeah.
wealth.
Yeah.
All right, who's better in bed, though? A zombie or a mummy?
A MILF?
A zombie is definitely better in bed than a mummy.
Zilf.
A mummy's straight up missionary. Zombie is going to do some stuff.
It's tough, man.
What are you going with? Zombie or
Mummy's
mummy?
kind of the opposite of daddy, right?
What do you think of that?
I mean, I think that is cheesier than the pizza he's eating.
I don't know. Zombie would be better in bed, I think.
Thanks for reluctantly answering that question. I don't know if that was such a controversial question.
that's tough.
All right, what's creepier? The clown from It
All right.
or a herd of gremlins trying to eat that ass?
So, the clown from It's way scarier.
Then a herd of gremlins after midnight?
Gremlins, the
In
movie
your room?
Gremlins?
Yes.
They're
no.
almost like
no,
slash.
Denny's the play.
They're almost like slash comedy.
Yeah.
Their comedy.
They just can't get wet. They can't get wet. The nice
No,
ones.
for the sake of the game, they're real wet and they're real hungry.
Who has better sex though, Beckett?
Well, I think gremlins have better sex
I would
than
agree.
the clown from It. I think the clown from It would be too
The
controlling.
gremlin's
Oh,
like
jeez.
it's crazy.
Okay, gremlins, you guys, you think the clown from It's more
I almost
creepier?
said the clown from It is scarier. That's
way
it's hard to
scarier.
say if you say it quick, too,
Dennis,
by
get
the
your
way.
shit together. Pull your stuff together, Denny.
That's tough to say in a row real quick.
Vicky,
though.
what's creepier?
It because
Are you
he
still
could-
chewing gum?
I told you I have a cough. I'm trying not to cough in the microphone.
Okay, do you have to chew it?
Yeah, because I pretty much lost all the flavor. I'm trying to get what I can out
I'm
of
just
it.
kidding. I always feel bad when I bust Vicky's balls. You're so peaceful.
No, it's scarier because he can change forms.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's horrifying. Do you
All
see the
right.
second part yet?
I don't
Yes,
watch it.
I
I've
did.
never watched it.
Denny, tread lightly.
All right.
Spoiler alert.
I hear you.
I'm going to go with a herd of gremlins is way worse than the clown.
Really?
Are you shitting me? You guys need to go watch Gremlins 1 and Part 2. I'm telling you. You can't compete against Gremlins. If you're in a room with Gremlins, you're going to lose.
It always reminds me of Christmas, though.
Yeah.
Well, then, buy a fucking present. Man.
I think it clown's funny or scary.
All right, what's creepier? Finding a dead body in the woods or finding a dead body in a car in an empty parking lot?
Car.
Woods.
Yeah, I go woods.
I go woods. Beckett, you're wrong. Get out of my house.
I'll tell you why car. Someone's probably coming back for it. In the woods, it's probably ditched. And then you got to deal with the murder.
Clearly, Beckett has not been watching Mindhunters because usually they don't go back for the car, Beckett. Denny's.
Yeah, the car is pretty creepy though too, because that means that person had a chance of surviving and they didn't, or
One of
they
my-
got abandoned.
One of my worst fears is to walk in the woods and find a dead body.
Oh, jeez.
I don't think I ever. I think I have night terrors now, Vicky.
Yeah, imagine then.
Oh my gosh. All right, so we're all going woods except for Beckett.
Yeah.
Bitch
Yeah.
boy is the only one that all right.
I mean, his is pretty scary too. But
Not at all.
I think woods is scarier.
There was that
'Cause
one.
you know they got lured.
Was that one case in the Boca Mall that's never been solved, where there was a murderer there and there was some murders that had happened in the Boca Mall parking lot. Very creepy stuff. In fact,
kinda remember that.
Highly recommend everyone to look into that case. We should feature that case next week.
Yeah,
There was
we'll
one
do
we mentioned last week too that we need to feature, and I forgot it. We'd have to go back and watch.
Was it the one in the car with the GPS?
I don't remember what it was, but
Well-
we made a note of it, which obviously we forgot.
We will talk.
Yeah.
We'll have a bit of a meeting about that. All right. What is creepier? Getting back on point here. An axe for a murder weapon, Beckett, or a random log?
axe.
Axe.
Yeah, axe, definitely. Well, because a random log could be a moment of passion, anger.
That's why it's creepier.
Well, I mean, then it's like, it feels like an in the moment. Axe feels like premeditated.
Okay, well, it depends on what is creepier to you. Does premeditation creep you out more, or does a act in the moment creep you out more? You could argue premeditation is something most of us will never experience.
Totally.
Where in the moment, we all could fall victim.
Premeditation's
that.
way worse. I think that's why the penalty's worse. Is
Yeah.
it's way worse.
It's so creepy.
Yeah.
I think premeditation is creepy.
Premeditation. All right.
Yeah.
And then last one, what is creepier? Being attacked by a dude who's dressed like a robot. So he's attacking you back here. I'm going to kill you and your beautiful hair. Or some dude dressed like a pirate. Now both are trying to kill you. What's creepier, Vicky?
The robot. I kind of got a thing for pirates.
Ah.
Oh.
All right.
Swashbuckler.
Okay. And Beckett,
I think the robot scares me the most.
because you want to bang it.
A female robot?
Yeah.
Denny's, what's creepier?
I don't know. I got slapped by a robot, so it's like kind of tough. I'd probably the pirate's creepier because I'm sure his tooth's dead or something.
I'm with Denny's. I think Pirate's creepier. It's too real.
Yeah.
Robot, I'd be laughing the whole time. I'm like, oh my gosh, we're doing the accent.
I would think it's a prank. A pirate could be somebody that's just unhinged and poorly dressed.
So we got some emails here I want to get to before we wrap this up. We have, let me see here. Dear Weird and Whatever, back in the day, there were reasons to complain. Today, all we care about is social media. We as a species do nothing but complain. I'm only 34, and I see how things are changing, and I hate it. When I tell my girlfriend this, she says, it's all relative. She believes every generation feels like the generation after them sucks. I hear what she's saying, but think about our modern day problems compared to olden day problems. There's no way we don't have it better. There is no way we aren't living currently in the softest time in human history. We are soft, and this generation is proof. This will be the end of our species. What do you guys think? Kyle from Juneau. Denny's, I know you're a bit passionate about this.
Yeah, so here my kind of gripe, I guess, lately with social media more than anything is that it influences everything. So every show that you watch has social media in it now. There's a new game coming out that I'm interested in. It's Death Stranding, and it's literally the entire subliminal premise of this is how social media affects everybody's life. I just feel like it's merged into everything. You watch the Dave Chappelle special, all he's talking about is social media, people going off on him. You watch the Bill Burr special, all he's talking about is social media and everybody going off on him. It's all anyone talks about. Everybody just talks about social media. That's all we talk about now. It's consumed everything.
Well, we're giving so much power to it. I remember about 7 or 8 years ago talking about it on the air and saying, I think social media is going to start bleeding into our everyday life. Because everyone always say, oh, yeah, but that's just Facebook and that's just Twitter. Oh, whatever. But now it really is. That's Facebook and Twitter. People get fired from that shit now. People
lose jobs.
Start a
over
movement with that stuff.
You're
now.
right.
Social media, it's almost like brushing your teeth. It's part
people's
of
jobs now.
It's part of the syllabus, and it's not going anywhere. So we can complain about it, but it is not going anywhere.
Well, you almost think they're going to offer a class in elementary school, middle school, and high school how to deal with social media. It's going to have to, because it's become an addiction for
100%.
everyone.
I don't think it's the greatest thing for humanity. I really don't. I think there's some good things for it. Yeah, you can get your Amazon shit real quick, and you can talk to your loved ones anytime you want. but I do think we're losing a bit of our soul. And I do wonder, I know it's going to always be a part of our lives, but I do think there's going to be limitations, rules, and what is that fucking horrifying thing?
What's creepier?
Scared
Can you
the sh-
repeat?
Could you come up here, please?
Just a minute.
For what? Why? Ask her why.
It's very
Bobby, why?
very ominous.
She must have something that's going on. I'll be right back.
Have something? What does that mean? Okay, let's just go back to our conversation. Meanwhile, I have Ghostbusters.
So I propose to you this: are we complaining about social media taking over and how it's consuming everyone because we're resistant to making the full jump to it being an integral part of our lives? Or, I mean, just that we're fuddy-duddy, we're old, we're not making it. Next generation's going to be so in it that that's the only way they know. So thinking without it would be a concept they couldn't even fathom.
Here's why I don't think it's just the whole fuddy-duddy thing, because I have talked to people in their 20s. I've talked to people in their 30s.
But that's only a few generations.
Yeah, but we only have... What other generations are you going to compare it to?
Well, so everyone from our point forward is going to be immersed in technology, taught from a young age to use and integrate social media into their lives.
In the future,
That's
yes,
what I'm saying.
But
right now, we're living in the transitional period.
Right now, I think there's going to have to be some guidelines and some kind of rules, because things are so figgity fucked with it. It's so up in the air when it comes to social media and what people can do.
Well, laws
It's
are being
insane.
invented each year to protect people from it.
Well, I think there's a lot of fatigue. Don't you think like there's a lot of fatigue in social media now? Like I think a lot of less people are using Facebook. Like I used to be on Facebook all the time.
And
Now
they have
never on it.
hotels that are no social media hotels.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think you're right. I mean, I know that I'm fatigued with it. It's
I
homework.
don't check it anymore.
It's homework for me, and it's a lot of fake bullshit. I
Yeah.
think for some people, you get a point in your life where you're just you don't want to deal with anything that's not. If you've been to the puppet show and you've seen the strings and it's so obvious that things are fake, you don't have the patience to deal with that shit.
Yeah, you
you
lose
just
it.
don't, man.
The way I looked at it today, it was like I hadn't been on Facebook forever, and it's almost like you had like this little chest, and it was quiet, and you open it up, and there's all these screams and yelling come out of it, and you're like, shut it,
Yeah.
like the top back on.
Yeah.
I like just spent like a few minutes scrolling in my feed on Facebook after not looking at it forever. People were like in the dirt on like politics, like all these like stupid stuff, and I was like, whoa, this is why I haven't been on. Like it's gotten bad. Like,
Well, there's this one thing I say sometimes on the air, and it really gets people so mad when things get so crazy and people get so mad. I go, guys, on your deathbed, is it really going to matter? And for whatever reason, that term, it pisses people off, because I think they think I'm being flippant, and I'm not taking whatever topic we're talking about seriously, because clearly they are invested emotionally in it. But when you think about it, look back on your life, even right now. Let's say you're on your deathbed tonight. Beckett, Denny's, myself.
Yeah.
Vicky's wrestling a ghost in my closet right now. I'd ask her. But think about all of the things that got you down, all of the things that caused you depression, anxiety, fear, all of the things that make your soul go ick. Did most of that matter? I don't know. I'm looking back at my life. Majority of it did not matter.
I totally agree, and I've actually
wasted energy.
And I've had situations, especially as I've been a little, in my older years, is that like say I went through a bad breakup, I was aware that how bad I felt would go away. Like, when I was in high school and I got hurt, like I didn't have that perspective.
Oh, yeah.
But it still hurts like really bad, even if not even just retrospectively, like when you're going through that here, you're like, I'm going to look back on this 6 months from now and be like, that wasn't a big deal. And even if you're conscious of it, it's still interesting. But I totally agree with you, Jay Bird.
Well, time is the ultimate equalizer. It's weird. There's some things that it's a timer and you can't speed it up.
Yeah.
Had a couple other emails here. Hey, Vicky, are you able to come down here? Or are you still trying to tackle Casper? They're still talking up there. I know people want a camera up there. We don't have a live feed, everybody. I know that
You can switch to the...
just in case if you're tuning in, we do have a ghost investigation going on at my place right now because of all the problems been going on. Did we find something, Vicky?
Yeah, I don't know if we caught it.
Oh, let's hear it. Come to the mic. So Vicky's coming up to the mic, and you left us because Bobby Joe, your friend, best friend, confidant,
And my
partner.
investigator.
Yes.
She called me up there because a while ago she heard like a heartbeat. And
Where?
in your room.
A heartbeat?
Yeah, it was towards the bathroom. So she heard a heartbeat. So she went over to investigate, and then it like got dimmer and dimmer, the sound.
Oh my God.
She was listening. You have the capability when you use the recorders, you can listen live. So it's being able to listen to what you record on the recorder as it's being recorded. Because remember, spirit voices, you usually can't audibly hear them. You can only hear them through a device. While she walked over there to investigate the heartbeat, a few minutes after that, she got a get out. And she couldn't figure out if it was male or female. It didn't really...
Doesn't matter, gender at this point. I mean...
she was unable to determine the gender. But while she was up there telling me about it, something very clearly touched my leg when I was standing there listening to them. And we're also, at the same time, we're using an app that is basically an Ovilus. And Ovilus is a device that has a predetermined vocabulary. And when you have it on, a spirit can use that box in order to find words to communicate with. And we've gotten some interesting words on there.
Okay, so basically there's a heartbeat coming from my bathroom, which is nothing short of horrifying.
Right. And in the
Should
meantime...
I sleep downstairs tonight?
No, I need you to stay upstairs.
Oh, boy.
We need the activity, man.
It sounds so peaceful, Vicky.
I need you to be upstairs.
Shit.
Now, of course, what we're doing, because remember, you live in a townhouse, so you have people on the other sides of these walls.
It's true.
So
Maybe
what
it's my
they're-
neighbor's heartbeat.
Well, what they're trying to do is to constantly listen to see if it's coming from another source or if it's actually coming from the room that they're in.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lie. There's definitely something weird. I haven't felt this kind of weird stuff since the Brandywine place.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the place there was some weird shit going on.
And I think they did ask a question, are you neither male nor female? And there was a tap in the room when they asked that question.
Yeah, so if you do believe in ghost stuff, because I know some people listening right now are going to go, okay, Vicky and Jay Bird are at it again, doing the little ghost act. But if you do believe in this stuff, this shit's real.
Yeah.
I mean, this is real shit.
And plus, I am not a radio personality. I have had my own team since 2007. I do not play when it comes to ghost activity. I don't. This is just as serious to me as my regular job is.
I love it.
So,
Becky, you want a little sleepover tonight?
No, I'm good.
I got pizza. So you're gonna just you eat my pizza and leave? You only love me for my pizza style.
Dining and dashing.
There should be like a live feed, like Big Brother. We're gonna watch it.
Yeah. So can I sleep naked tonight? Am I allowed to be me? Do I gotta?
I mean, I would not change your routine.
Oh, Vicky. I don't think that's
Sounds
what,
like you're sleeping
I don't
naked.
think that's what anybody wants to hear. Because it's about to get weird up in there. And I don't want your poor eyes. You don't need to see.
You
Well,
have
I
to
mean,
make a
this-
slight adjustment.
I mean, I don't want to see something that I can't unsee.
Well,
so,
okay, I'll be on my best behavior.
know. But I do want, as close to possible, I want you to keep your regular routine.
Someone in the chat room, Melissa, wants to know what were the other things they heard.
It wasn't things that they heard. It was things that was on the Ghost app.
What was
that
it?
produces the words. Right now, I can't. I can text them and say what are some of the words that were on there.
Okay, we'll try to get some answers, but we may not.
Nah.
We do have pizza here, though. That is a. It's
pretty boss.
Denny's, you being a skeptic, you don't believe in any of this shit. What are your thoughts on? So if me, Vicky's got her team here. You're over there judging with your
Judging. I'm
Kramer
chilling.
hair,
Hey, man. I'm like,
stoned eyes.
Hey, that's just, it's the time of night. What is it, 7 o'clock? It's getting tired. But
We're almost done, kid.
So I mean, more so in the sense of, I guess, skeptic could be used loosely to describe a person who just has not had an experience.
Do you think there's something going on in my bathroom right now? Do you think
Heartbeat? I know you're creeped out by shaving in that mirror and stuff.
That's what I'm saying. You listen, because I'll get some dick face that emails me. Oh, you guys are so stupid. You spent 10 minutes on that bullshit. I mean, again, they're listening to all 10 minutes of it, but
I'm fascinated by the presence
I am too.
of.
Talk about heartbeat bathrooms.
There's nothing I want more, man. I really do. I do take a fascination in the subject, but I just have not seen anything concrete enough for me to.
But what comes up? Can on the cameras pick anything up usually, or it's just
Well,
it's just the vocals?
Right now on the cameras, they're only picking up video. We're using audio recordings to pick up any kind of voices. And there's nobody actually on monitor duty right now. So I have to start like from the beginning of the video and watch the whole thing. And I got 4 cameras running. So I will do the split screen with the 4 cameras when I do the review. But if I see something, I can isolate that one camera and look at it.
Yeah. No, I definitely feel better if you're going to have a sleepover doing it after the cleansing.
I'd love to do a sleepover. I would. I love sleepover. Chat room in here. Metal Beard Dan. He's one of our skeptics. I'll sleep in that bathroom. I ain't afraid of no ghosts. And with that said, bitch boy Beckett is the worst. I hate his laugh. I hate his hair. He's not that hot. Fuck Beckett. Signed Metal Beard Dan.
Well, he's got better hair than me now.
I'm just kidding. Metal Beard did. He didn't say any of that.
Yeah, poor guy.
We should do another hate bit.
I'm totally kidding.
Okay.
Yeah, those are
I
fun.
like the hate emails.
Oh, we get them. The hate thing's getting kind of played though. Everyone does it now.
Yeah.
Because I mean, if you crack a microphone, it's in to hate on somebody.
Yep.
We're all hating on somebody these days.
Okay, I got some of the words that have come up on the app.
Give it to us.
It said not normal.
Oh, man.
It said it is here. It said disgusting.
All right.
Oh snap!
It said remove. Figure and aborted.
Yikes!
Those are just some of the ones that have
So at
come
least
through.
none of the words were horrifying.
Yeah. I don't think you got one good word in
Oh
there.
my god. Yeah. None of them could have been something like sherbet,
Foot.
brownie.
It also said
Massage.
It also said opening, which that came across the app when Bobby Joe walked towards your mirror in the bathroom that I don't like. It said opening. It also said sacrilege, and it also said the name Zachary.
What
Do you
the
know anybody named Zachary?
I mean, in 3rd grade, and he's kind of a prick.
Well,
So,
there you
yeah.
go, mystery solved.
All right, so we have some we have some things to address. Clearly, I can't wait to
Here are
watch
the
my
EVPs.
watch my TV tonight. I guess I'm gonna get naked and be myself. I hope you're okay with that.
Your
Vicky.
exact normal routine.
Yeah, don't change a thing.
Except for wear clothes.
I'm gonna have to change a couple things. Well, y'all, we've been going for a while. Thank you guys for tuning in. Do you guys have anything to plug? If you go to our Instagram, we would love it if you could. We just put up a video right before this. It's at JasonKVJ. Sign up, become a weirdo. Let us know, what your thoughts are on that video. Our question of the day, yes. Our question of the day. Do you believe that you should sleep naked? No, I'm just totally kidding.
Well, the studies say
So yeah, it's supposed to be good for you.
helps
No,
you cool off.
I do like what you were talking about, the thing that where you manifest your own kind of ghost.
Right.
What was that called again?
Well, the tulpa.
The
is-
tulpa.
Yeah. And that, but we think if that's the case, you have a renegade one that's like totally out of
That
control.
attached you from somebody else.
Okay, so in the
Right.
comment section, do you believe what Vicky's talking about, where someone actually can manifest their own ghost through negative energy?
Right.
Or do you think that's a bunch of bullshit? Go, hell yeah, or just type bullshit. I'd love to, but also give your opinion. The winner will get a free psychic reading for 30 seconds. What's the... I know you have a lot of work going on.
Sounds like you got ghosts. All right, bye.
Yeah, but let us know your opinions about what she was talking about. The tulpa?
The tulpa.
Tulpa.
I like that word.
Are you
Yeah, I like it too.
believing on that or not? Oh, you had something to plug?
Just an update that they just turned the spirit box on and we have a help that came through the spirit
Jeez.
box.
It gets
Okay,
better.
All right. Well, on that cliffhanger, thank you guys for listening. We love you all, and Bigfoot is real.
What was that? What's that sound? It's aliens and they're living in your town. They have arrived. They're all around. So many aliens living in your town. Are you scared of aliens? Well, you should be. Cause aliens wanna probe around in your booty. Aliens are here to take our resources, steal our water